Hey everyone, it's Jacob from Echo. For today's Essential Voices interview, we're joined by the Director of Marketing here at Echo, Ken Osberg, and Aaron Sutter from Lansing Lawn Service. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Ken and we'll get the interview started.
Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate that. Aaron, thanks again so much for being with us on Essential Voices. We really appreciate you taking the time and giving us a chance to hear a little bit about what's going on with you, your business during this time. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ken.
Yeah. So let's just jump right in. Tell us a little bit about how this situation is affecting you and your business.
All right. Well, I mean, as everybody knows, the economy is pretty much shut down right now. In Michigan, lawn and landscape is not considered essential. So essentially, I'm not able to work right now. In fact, today at, I think it's like 10 a.m., our governor is going to be doing a press briefing on extending the stay-at-home order. So landscapers and lawn care guys, we're all kind of holding our breath right now to see if hopefully she'll let us work. But so right now, I mean, it's basically just completely shut us down for the time being anyway. But, you know, it is what it is. We got to stay healthy. So.
Right, for sure. So with that, obviously you're needing to pivot a little bit. So can you tell us a little bit about how you're weathering the storm from maybe a business planning perspective or other areas that you've needed to adjust your business to kind of make it through this time?
Sure. I mean, I was fortunate enough to have enough money earlier this spring to pay off all my equipment debt, which was awesome. And that has helped me a lot. Just not have stress, not be stressed out so much about the business. I've got a fairly good cushion that I can go maybe 3 months and still be able to pay myself while we're not operating if it comes to that. I don't think it'll come to that, but you never know. And I've applied for the EIDL loan and grant through the federal government. And I mean, that is such a simple process. I'm not sure how that's all going to shake out. The information is kind of shaky with that. But from the information that I've heard from the SBA, who the EIDL loan is through, is they're going to be handing out at least the $10,000 grant. They're going to be actually basing that on how many employees you have. So it's $10,000, $1,000 per employee up to 10 employees is what I've heard right now. So I've applied for that because I'm so low. The most I'm going to get, what it sounds like now, is $1,000. And then if I am approved for the loan, I don't know how much I will be getting with that, but so that'll help a little bit in helping me stretch out the business a little bit longer if this if the stay-at-home order drags out into, say, June, which they have talked about in our state. So you know, Detroit has been hit pretty hard with the COVID-19, and so they're really trying to keep everybody at home throughout the state, just to keep everybody safe. So I can understand it, but you know, as a business owner, I want to be out working. So, you know, that's just a few things I've done to hopefully extend the business out so I can, you know, at least make it until the stay-at-home order is lifted.
Right. Maybe for some pros that have considered the SBA loans but haven't gone through that process, and you've done it, you've applied. So would you mind walking through the community a little bit of how you found the application and a little bit of the process?
Sure. I just Googled SBA loan COVID-19. That's what I Googled, and it'll pop up within the first couple of links there. And then the application is super simple. It, you know, at most it's going to take you 10 minutes to fill out, and you just fill in your information, and then almost to the end of the application, there's a little box that says be entered to, or would you like to be considered for the $10,000 advance, which is the $10,000 grant.
Mhm.
And you just click that box, and then I believe you do like an electronic signature type thing, all the little things you got to check with all the legal stuff. But it's a very simple process for the SBA loan. Well, I should say the EIDL SBA loan, which I think is the only one that's available right now. So it's very simple. Took me 10 minutes at most to do, and you might as well do it just to cover your business in case this thing does drag out, especially if you're like me in Michigan and you're not able to work.
Mm. Yeah, no, those are great hints. Yeah. Um, Tell us a little bit about your customer base and, how have you communicated to your clients of the situation, and are they reaching out to you? Are you reaching out to them? Are there any things that we can help other pros out there and how they communicate with their clients in this time?
Well, I've reached out to my client base several times now. I think it's been about 3 times. Just letting them know, reassuring them that I will be out working as soon as possible. I've kind of let them know, as a solo guy, I'm not going to, pass this along to my employees because I don't have any. But I've just, let them know that when we do start working, we're going to be keeping our distance. We're not going to be having conversations with you, things like that, at least not in person. And we're just going to try to protect you that way. And that's basically what it is. It's been the last set of emails that I sent out. It was really nice. I got a lot of response from people just saying, we're here, we're waiting for you. We're not going to be picking somebody else up. We trust that you're doing the right thing. And so that's really nice. And that's great to feel that from them in a time like this when I'm worried about losing my business, to know that my client base is still with me.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Absolutely. Yeah. How about, are there things that you're hearing amongst the pro community and in terms of, giving back to the community, or ways that they're maybe seen as charity or other ways of supporting the community as a whole?
I haven't heard too much from the pro community, but I know on my particular end, we just actually solidified something with our church this past week, that my family, since I have all the equipment, nobody has been around taking care of things at the church, and we offered to trim the bushes and clean out their flower beds and stuff, and just keep it looking nice for the church. No cost. It's just time. And so that's something that we're doing. Also, just for my family in general, like I said, I haven't heard too much from the other pros in the community of what they're doing, but like our neighbors, we've given them like care packages and things like that. Our neighbor across the street, she's a nurse, and so she's been having to deal with this thing on the front lines. And so our boys made her some cards and things and colored pictures for her, and we gave her a bunch of candy and stuff, and so she really appreciated that. And so that it's the little things. It's not necessarily the big things that you need to do to support your community. It's just the little things that you can do that go such a long way.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's great. Are there any suggestions or other hints, words of inspiration you'd like to share with the other pros that are out there who might be in a similar situation in an area that they're not able to work right now?
Yeah, definitely work on the things that you can work on. First of all, your equipment maintenance, things like that. I mean, we're all kind of geared that way anyway. We want to be out working, so we're in our shop working on our equipment or whatever. But on the same token, since you can't be working out in your business, work on yourself. grab a book or something and learn how to better communicate. That's something that I'm doing right now. Uh, you know, keep being physically active. Uh, my family, we go on, at least one walk a day just to get out of the house and stay active, because I mean, it's been a long winter, and then not being able to work, you know, we're all getting fat and chunky, and we need to, get some exercise going so that we can get into lawn mowing shape. So, those are the two biggest things, I think. Work on yourself. You've got time now. Work on yourself, educate yourself, and also work on your physical self to get ready for the season.
Yeah, wow, those are really, really good suggestions and hints, Aaron. Yeah. So, hey, Aaron, want to say thank you once again for taking the time, spending a few minutes with us, sharing some of the things that you're doing to weather the storm and offer some words of inspiration to the other pros that are out there. We can't thank you enough. We thank you for everything that you do for the pro community, for Echo and Echo Means Business. And we wish you well, and please stay safe out there.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Aaron, where can people find you on social?
You guys can find me on Facebook at Aaron Sutter, or you can find me at Lansing Lawn Service on Facebook. You can also find me at Echo Means Business. I'm a part of the Echo Means Business thing, and it's awesome. There's, guys, I can't tell you how much great information is there. You can also find me on YouTube at Lansing Lawn Service, and I'm also on Instagram at Lansing Lawn Service. So that's it, guys. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Aaron.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Essential Voices interview. Be sure to stay tuned for the rest of the interviews. They're going to be posted at the social media links below and echomeansbusiness.com. We really appreciate you tuning in, and have a good day.